the hearing. Speak with me, and she told me in the meantime that I will be arrested, and I told you if you write. Have a look, please. I'm speaking. I'm trying to, to prove my point, and they don't listen, and they just doing signs between them, like hands, legs, and they twitching. And have a look what they doing. Exactly. So it's all rubbish. This is not about was it was difficult situation, like they there was difficult situation. They attacked me in Starbucks, and they tried to twist it that I'm attacked someone, but which is not true. But watch what they doing here. Because I spoke with Forest Gate police officers. You really sure you want to handcuff me and take me? I can go. I told you I can go with a solicitor and to Forest Police Station. This is all signs to someone who watching the cameras. I'm dry mouth now. You don't even give me. I was starving and try to get something to drink. You don't even give me here for the interview a glass of water. So it's disrespectful for me. After loads of hours as a person, so you haven't got the manners at all as a police officers. So when I was speaking with you in the morning in the magistrate court, you told me exactly that you know what you're doing. You put handcuffs on me. You giving me rights. You didn't show the badge and everything. No, you didn't. And you start telling me now on the interview. You're telling me now on the interview that I've got loads of conversations with you. I just had 2 conversations with you. One on the phone yesterday, and then one on the police office in Westfield Stratford. And I spoke in the meantime with the police officers and the police officers from the Forest Gate Station. They called me and they told me they're gonna call me. You wasn't involved in this. They're gonna call me and arrange the appointment to the making interview. And I was surprised to see you today in the court. And you tried to and you arrest me, and you told me I need to come to the interview. So you break the law because you didn't spoke with Forest Gate police officers that they told me they gonna officers from which I had the phone call from officers from Forest Gate Station.
Which officers?
They told me they're gonna call me and arrange the appointment for interview.
Which officers?
And you called me yesterday. I told you I can't come in. I will give you sensible reason that I've got case in the court and I need to. It's not like I ignore you. I just told you I've got the important thing in the court today, which is today, 14th of March 2017. And I told you I need to see the DPP solicitors.
To be fair,
you came to the court and you arrested me and you put me in so much stress. And about this stress, I will speak exactly with solicitor. This was a stabbing. What he tried to show that officer with a white shirt. I'll show you again. Have a look. I'm speaking and they doing moves. And have a look. I need to see the DPP solicitors.
To be fair,
you came to the court and you arrested me. And you put me in so much stress. And about this stress, I will speak exactly with solicitor.
I'm not interviewing you about this matter. Okay, I understand your frustration.
I'm not frustrated. I'm just giving you information. I'm just giving you information.
It's information that's irrelevant to the matter that I'm investigating.
Look, I'm in stress. I'm just giving you information. And
just tell me you call
all information. At
the end of the day,
what I'm here for.
Your solicitor, I have explained to you that I will be referring this matter to the custody officer.
We shouldn't
have
the legs are touched.
Have a look. I hate to tell you this, but
do this, do that. Don't say this. I just give you all information, your answers. You ask me what was happening in Starbucks. I just give you all information. It's all recorded.
Okay, so just to clarify your account of incident that happened on the 18th of January, because I cannot talk about anything else because that would be unfair and needs to be investigated by professional standards and the pacing inspector. Okay?
And my solicitor.
And your solicitor will be a part of the process. okay, to ensure that he's dealt with properly and fairly, okay, which is what we all want. Okay, so to clarify your account of what happened on the 18th of January 2017 at Starbucks, you state that you went there, you'd recently had a job interview with BMW, you don't have a lot of money, so you went to Starbucks to relax, you bought yourself a cup of tea, you sat on the seats by the windows, you put your mobile phone and your headphones on one of the chairs because it was easier to charge those devices through the plugs that are underneath the counter.
Because the cable was too short, yes.
Okay.
That's why I put it on the chair, not
Okay,
on the
that's
desk.
why you put it on the chair. So whilst you was enjoying your cup of tea,
Of course.
at some point,
Nice, polite guy as me.
I can wholeheartedly see that, sir. So whilst you're having your cup of tea,
And you're cynic again.
Three people-
You just make love from me, and you're smiling to your you know, to your colleague, which is, you know, I don't know why you're doing this.
for the benefit of the tape, no, I don't find you polite,
Benefit?
sir.
What benefit?
The benefit of the tape. For the people listening to the tape, no, I very much
Were you
find
making
you quite
comedy
rude,
from a
sir.
police station?
There is no comment, so the
You
police station.
acting?
Sir, to get back on point, no, I don't find you polite. I don't find you to be the polite person that you would try and have me believe you are. I don't.
Would you think who you are?
But that is my personal opinion.
To me.
It doesn't speak for the evidence that we have in front of us. That doesn't form a part of my criminal case, the fact that I found you quite rude today, and other people have commented that they found you rude as well. Okay? So, to get back on point, we're talking about the incident.
Write their
happened on the
names.
18th.
If I was rude to anyone here, write their names and provide it.
I don't want to
Information
speak out of turn, sir. It's not really my opinion to talk about these things.
Why are you
but
talking
there's
about
a-
someone else
there-
like you should start speaking about yourself? Your even colleague doesn't say something. I was rude to
he's
him.
touching
He's
his
just
knees now.
speaking
He's pushing
over
him.
top of me, and you stopping me to giving you information about what was happening in Starbucks, and you try to make.
Can we go back to talking about what happened in
You try to
Starbucks?
talking. I'm here to talking what was happened, what the criminals attacked me, and you try to tell me what character I am, that I'm rude and that I'm not, not hardly to see, and that I'm polite. I'm really polite, and I told you why you so that you told me that I'm aggressive. When I'm aggressive, I just try to make you information about the Starbucks. That's why I'm here. So why you put me to the cell? Why you didn't give me the food? Why you break my shoes?
I'm not responsible for your behaviour,
why you
Justin
try to
Starbuck.
say I
When I
wasn't
retrieved you from
complying
your cell,
with
I
the
saw
police,
food on the
like I
bench.
was. I spoke on the
You
phone
have
with
been fed.
officers, and you arrest me today, and you arrest me to make love from me and
No,
make
sir,
a
I
comedy
arrested
from
you
my
to get your
difficult
account on
situation
tape,
in 18th
as I wish to do on
in
the
18th
evening of
of
the
the
18th.
March. You making now laugh what was happening in the Starbucks. They demolished the Starbucks first of all. Second of all, they demolished my clothes, and they put me under so much stress, and you put me under stress to question me in that day, and then today you put me to the cell, you arrest me, you put me to the cell, and you put me in so much stress, and you broke my shoes, and I haven't got the money for food and drink. I haven't got the money because the benefits didn't pay me. Hackney Benefit Center didn't pay me at all. So who's gonna pay for my belongings, my shoe, my clothes? What the criminals they broke it, and who's pay for me for my food and drink, and who's gonna pay for the stress which you put me on today?
It's a very good question. I have no idea.
You find out, think about answers when I come to you later with solicitors.
It's irrelevant to my
Yes.
interview. It's relevant to my interview. So again, these people approached you in Starbucks, like you say, and you say that they demanded that you move
What
the
is he
things from
doing
the chair.
with,
Is that correct?
I
between
don't
legs?
understand you now.
Did
What
they
is he doing?
demand that
Touching
you move the
himself?
things from the chair that you was
they try,
using?
I just
white
told you they
shirt.
try to
He's
steal
touching
my
himself.
belongings.
So this is the point where I evaluate what you told
Don't
me
put
in regards
don't put
to...
in your words to my mouth. I just told you. I give you information. Don't go backwards. I just finished. I told you
Okay.
about all the situation.
During that incident,
What
when
was
they
happening in
asked you to remove the things from the chair, that you state that one of them punched you, knocked the cup of tea from your hand,
Yes.
and at that point, did that cause liquids to go on the person that's made the
It was
allegation?
so quick. I didn't even see what was happening. Just tea come out from my hand.
Okay, and that's when things progressed further. They become angry and they become violent.
They demolished all Starbucks.
Okay.
and my belongings.
And that's when
They try to steal my belongings, my phone and headphones.
Okay, no, I remember that bit. So
Luckily, I
I'm
put
getting
headphone.
to that.
I put headphone to the pocket, but they took it.
Mr. Jaworski.
The headphones, my mobile I put the pocket. Luckily, I put
Yes.
my mobile to the pocket. They steal my they stole my headphones, but the security took it from them and they bring it back to me. So security is a witness. They took it my headphones.
Can you remember the
So
name?
if you
Mr. Jaworski, I need to ask you,
I
do you
just
know
give
the
you-
name of that security officer so that I can speak to them and obtain their statement? This is part
Why are you
of the
screaming on me
because
now?
I have to talk over you to get my point heard.
It's
Mr.
information.
Jaworski.
I'm here to interview and I give you
It's a
information.
yes or no
You just give me
question,
a question.
and if it's a yes, then
I
I'll
remember
ask
the
you for
people.
that person's name.
No names. I
Do you
know
know
the
the
people.
person's name?
No, I know the people faces. The security simple security officers from Westfield Stratford.
They have a
And if you-
huge team. Can you
Doesn't
describe?
matter.
Can you describe the person?
Everyone
for me?
who's
Mr.
coming into
Jaworski.
Westfield Stratford signing in
Mr. Jaworski.
I'm in on that day
Mr.
and
Jaworski.
signing by the health and safety
You
rules.
said
signing
there was a number
entrance
of
to the
officers that
Westfield.
attended.
Attended to the work. Have a look.
Mr. Jaworski, the reason I have to ask you these questions and probe your account and probe the information that you give me is because you might give me some information that proves useful, that I might be able to trace another witness, that may be able to corroborate your account. Now, if when I ask those questions you continue to talk over me, I will terminate this interview and I will not get that information from you.
Listen, I just
Do you
give
understand
Yes,
what I've just said to you?
I understand.
Right,
I
Mr.
give you
Jaworski,
answer.
I will
Can I
ask
give
you
you
one
answer?
more
Can I
time.
give you answer?
Can you describe the name of the security officer to me in hope that I might be able to trace them to obtain their evidence of what occurred on that
No,
day?
I can't remember the name. I didn't ask all security.
That's not why I just asked you, Mr. Jaworski. I
Yes.
asked you, can you describe them?
Describe them.
Yes, please. The security officer that might be able to corroborate your account.
Just a second ago, he says for tell the name of the security. Why I should ask the name of the security from Westfield and then describe him? He changes subjects and look what they do it. Zwierzaki. Yes, they was wearing the visible jackets.
Everybody was?
Yes.
That's correct. So can you give me anything that might identify them as being unique from all the other security officers that
as a
attended?
police officer, I was a criminal. He making the questions and he's saying is correct. So why he asking me, interview me like he knows everything? Situation in the Starbucks, and you question me that day in the office. You didn't check who's working on the shift, so the security guys they can cover my interview, my statement. You didn't check who was working that day. You didn't sign. Listen, I wasn't here. You came. I wasn't there. Who was on that day? And you working in Stratford? So if it was a criminal situation, you didn't check the names of the
Yes, Mr.
as a police
Jaworski,
officer.
I was doing my job on
You
that
see,
day.
so I speak with
A colleague asked
loads of
me to attend to you.
lack of professionals. You don't act like professional officer, police officer.
Mr.
That's all.
Jaworski, I'm going to ask you one final time.
When the security bring back to me the headphones, what they try to ask me if I can move it. They try to sit. They blame me for the job. It's to hurt someone. They try to steal my belongings. They're criminals.
I understand that. I've heard
So
you
put
say
them
that
to the
3
jail.
times.
And we speak with the solicitor about it.
Right, well, we need evidence to do that, don't we? So the only person
There's a
that...
CCTV and the witnesses by the security officers
Mr.
from
Jaworski, I'm
Westfield.
going to ask, like I
And
said,
the CCTV
I'm
camera
going to
in
ask you
Starbucks.
one
or recorded.
more time, sir.
And the kids
I'm
was
gonna ask you
involved
one
in this
more time.
situation, and that you put the dangerous of lives the kids.
Mr. Jaworski, I'm going to bring this interview to a close because you're being uncooperative.
No, I gave you all the information.
You haven't. I'm trying to ask you.
I'm happy you can close it.
Is there any information that you can give me that might lead me to the identification of the security officer that can corroborate your account that this person tried to steal from you? Because
I just told you.
No, you haven't. You said they were wearing a yellow high-vis jacket.
And have a look on them two officers. Behind the back he doing the signs because is CCTV camera just over here behind them, and he giving the signs to someone on the camera. For what? because this is a scam. Have a look.
Okay, and I should check the CCTV. If you don't have any information, then say so. Stop asking.
You don't even listen to what I told you. What I told you as well.
Repeat yourself.
No.
Repeat.
No.
Do you know what? It's a tape recorded interview. I will listen.